What's up everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Corey and today we did have a strong bounce in the stock market, rallying all the way back above some of our critical resistance levels. First up, let's take a look at the S&P 500 SPY ETF. So let's crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, and because it is the end of the week, we will check in on the bank account, which we can see is up 1.54% today. For the 1 week, we're up 0.45%. 1 month, we're up 3.72%. And now because the count is almost 2 months old, we can start looking at the 3-month tab, which we can see we're up 4.83%. Remember, this account started trading on July 8th, so we have not yet had 3 months of data. So you can see BANC is on a very nice upward trajectory. And remember that BANC Trade Alerts does very well in volatile markets, which we're very likely going to have over the rest of the year. So if you still haven't tried BANC Trade Alerts, remember that I am running a 50% off promo code for your first month. So now could be the best time to try it out. Alright, so jumping back over to SPY, we can see that we were up 0.8% today and the price action is back over all the moving averages. The good news for the S&P 500 is we never did lose the full bull trend. We were very close to losing the bullish trend, but today's price action was so bullish that the moving averages never actually crossed over. So this is obviously a very bullish development, and it does go to show you how strong this bull market really is. Every time we get these pullbacks, they are completely eaten up by the bulls, and the buyers of the dip step in and drive the price action higher. So we did have nice volume on this green day, and this is obviously a very bullish candle encompassing all of the previous price action from the sell-off. So this will be a bullish development, and holding onto the bullish trend is obviously very good for pushing the price action higher. So at this point, SPY does look like it wants to attempt to break out yet again, so continue to watch that price target at 446. Above that, our next price target will be 449, and that will be your next critical resistance level if we do indeed break out to brand new all-time highs. Remember that SPY over 449 does look like SPY will start running towards 460, so that will be a very bullish breakout if we do see price action breaking out of that level. To the downside, you'll still have very critical support around 442 and 441. And remember that below 441, you want to watch the support levels around 437 and the gap close right around 435.8. Jumping over to the NASDAQ 100 QQQs, you can also see we had a very bullish day with the price action closing up 1.04% higher and closing back above all the moving averages. The NASDAQ 100 did lose the bull trend, but the price action is doing everything it needs to do to regain that bullish trend very quickly. We just need the 5 EMA to get back over the 20 and the 13 to cross back above the 20 as well. Once the QQQs regain the full bull trend, it will start to look like the QQQs are going to run to 376. But for now, this could still be a choppy market, and we are still forming lower highs, so it's way too soon to say the QQQs are going to break out to brand new all-time highs. The price action is giving us a very early sign that the QQQs are likely going back into a bull trend and going to break out above resistance, but I would like to see the confirmation of the bull trend to confirm the price action. So right now on the QQQs, look for the upside resistance around 369 and 370. And remember that above 370, it will look like we're running to that price target at 376. Your critical downside support for the QQQs is 367, 366, and of course our previous support level right around 362. Now, if we do break down below 362, you do have a lot of support just below at 360 and the 50 EMA at 359. So we do have a ton of support to the downside. But if we do start breaking below 366 and we did lose the bull trend, it will start looking like we're possibly coming back down to form another lower low. So watch that critical support right around 366 and that critical resistance around 369 to 370. In the Dow Jones, we were up 0.48% today, and we see the Dow Jones getting right up to that resistance level around 351 and failing to close above the 20 simple moving average. So things are definitely looking a lot more bullish on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, but don't rule the Dow Jones out just yet. We can get one more day of price action to break back above all these moving averages, and we could regain the bull trend. So to the upside, look for resistance at 355, the previous all-time high just above 356, and that price target at 359. The Dow Jones no longer has the bull trend, so watch that breakout level right around 352 to see if the price action can get back above the moving averages. To the downside, we still have support at 351 and our 50 EMA and critical support at 348. On the Russell 2000, we were up 1.69%, and we did see that support level at 212, leading to a strong bounce in the Russell. We broke back above resistance at 215, and our next resistance level will be the trend line right around 217. Above that, we still have resistance at 219 and the 50 EMA at 221, and we need to see the Russell getting back over that 50 EMA. Remember, the Russell 2000 is definitely in a bear market because it has the full bear trend and price action below all the moving averages. It is very likely the Russell 2000 could bounce and continue to head lower from here, so watch these critical support levels at 215, 212, and the support trend line right above 209. If we break below 209, the Russell 2000 could have a very significant drop to the downside, so that is by far the most critical support level. On the ARKK ETF, we were up 1.71% and we did break above that resistance level at 115.5. Overall, ARKK is looking bearish with the trending, and if that 20 sample moving average crosses below the 50 EMA, ARKK will be in a full bear trend. Price actions below all the moving averages, so just like the Russell, the ARK ETF is still looking very weak at these levels. The most critical support level to hold above will be right around 113 because that is where we did get that ABC correction to find support in the past. So watch that critical support, and just below that we do have support at 112.5 and 109. If we start breaking down and forming a new daily lower low, the ARK ETF will be looking a lot more bearish, and we will likely confirm with the full bear trend. On the VIX, we were down over 14%, and we definitely did see a VIX crush Friday. Remember, with volatility, when you get a huge spike in volatility, you want to pay attention to the resistance trend line. We need the VIX to close above 23 to get a stock market correction. Otherwise, the VIX is still just forming lower highs and continuing to trend lower. So this still does look like it was just a stock market pullback, and that volatile spike was the pullback, and now we're seeing the VIX getting crushed as we prepare to start climbing back to brand new all-time highs. We'll know that I'm wrong, and this is not the case if we see the VIX getting back over 23. So right now, the critical levels to watch on the VIX are 20 and 23. If we continue to close lower and start breaking below 18.2, you want to prepare for brand new all-time highs because the VIX is a measure of fear, and low fear will mean we're likely going higher. On Bitcoin, we're currently down around 0.5%, and we did see Bitcoin breaking out and forming another daily higher high. That price target is just above now at 51,000, and remember that could lead to a pullback once we get there. If we break above 51,000, it will look like Bitcoin is going back to brand new all-time highs this year. So watch that critical resistance at 51,000 because we're very close to getting there. We still have a strong full bull trend, so I want you to remain bullish on Bitcoin at this time. Your critical support level will be 45,000, and if we break below that, we could come back down to 50 EMA just above 41,000. Overall, Bitcoin is looking very bullish, so stay the course because it could still form new all-time highs this year. On Amazon stock, we were up 0.38% today, and we could possibly see this dead cat bounce. We did see buyers stepping in right around 31.75, but price action still below resistance and still below the 5 EMA. However, it is very likely that the selling in Amazon is running out and it will be due for a bounce. We still do have a support level to the downside at 31.36, but if you see Amazon starting to break out back above about 32.20, which is our negative sloping 5 EMA, we could start to see some buyers coming back into this stock. So watch resistance above at 32.08, 32.80 and 33.11, and remember this stock has a lot of upside with the gap fill at 35.80, so if you're accumulating it for the long term, it does have a lot of upside potential. On Tesla, we were up 1.01%, and we see Tesla finding support at that 50 EMA, but still closing below our 20 sample moving average where we're finding resistance at 692. We lost the full bull trend, but we are holding up above the 50 EMA. Tesla has two gaps to fill to the upside at 714 and 732, but without the bullish trend, there's no telling how long it's going to take to fill those gaps. So look to see if Tesla can break back above 692, and that could be enough momentum to push it to close the gaps at 714 and 732. Above 732, look for the price target at 765. Overall, the price action on Tesla is still bullish because we're still forming higher highs and higher lows. We did lose the bull trend, but the price action is still holding up above our support trend line, and it could start to break out as soon as next week. So watch that resistance level at 692 closely. To the downside, you have critical support at 673 and our support trend line and support level right around 658 to 660. If we break below 658, we could possibly attempt to form a lower low, so watch support at 626 and 594. On Apple, we were up just over 1%, and Apple is back on the bull, closing above all the moving averages and maintaining that full bull trend. So look for a breakout of resistance at 149 and a breakout of the daily high at 151 to get to our price target at 156. With the full bull trend, it's very likely Apple is going to continue to break out and continue to trend higher towards my price target. To the downside, look for support at 147 and 145, and below 145, look for the test of the 50 EMA right around 143, and if we break the 50 EMA, look for the gap close at 137. Overall, Apple looks very bullish, which is good news for the stock market because Apple is a market moving stock. On the financial sector, we bounced today, going up 0.61%, holding on to the support level of the 20 simple moving average and holding on to the full bull trend. The industrial sector was up about 0.25%, but we still have bearish price action closing below all the moving averages, and we did lose the bullish trend. The healthcare sector was up 0.57% today, closing back above that positive sloping 5 EMA and still holding on to the strong bull trend. The energy sector was up 0.22% today, still closing below the lower Bollinger Band and still in a bear market. The energy sector has a lot of work to do to go back into a bull market. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, we can definitely see a strong bounce in this bull market, which tells you that it's possible this was just a stock market pullback and we're not going any lower. However, stay cautious and continue to watch critical support. But as long as SPY is holding on to this bullish trend with bullish price action, I want you to keep an open mind about seeing brand new all-time highs yet again. So watch those resistance levels above, and if we do break down below critical support, you will know that this is just a bounce before we have more downside. So the price action is still telling you everything you need to know. You just need to stay objective and make sure you're following the charts. The charts cannot lie to you, so block out the noise and stay objective and follow the price action and the trend. We still need to be bullish at this time because this market is still bullish right now. Also remember, I have my own trade alert service called BANC Trade Alerts, and it only trades TQQQs. It does very well in all market conditions, but exceptionally well in volatile markets. If you're interested in trying out BANC Trade Alerts, I'm running a 50% off promotion code for your first month. If you're interested in joining, you can find out all of the details in the description below. I also have the Stocks Channel Discord where I do intraday updates and analysis to help you navigate this market and stay on the right side of the trade. If you're interested in joining the Stocks Channel Trading Discord community, you can find out how to join by clicking on the link in the description. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.